Chad Duell may no longer be playing Michael on General Hospital, but the daytime Emmy winner has been staying busy since he announced back in November 2024 that he had decided to leave the soap. Those who follow him on his official Instagram page have gotten a peek into various photo shoots he's done, and in the latest, he looked deep in contemplation. Caught somewhere between thought and temptation, he stated while posting 2 shirtless pics following a session with photographer John Anthony Sutton. His fans quickly rushed into the comments to send their thoughts, and many couldn't express enough just how much they missed seeing him in daytime. One fan, Christine Elizabeth Pereira, stated, "Please come back to General Hospital. I hope it's not indefinitely that you will be out." As viewers of the soap know, Duell did not return as Michael last month when the character marched into the nurses' ball and stunned family and friends and enemies with his presence. In fact, it was the young and the restless fave Rory Gibson who appeared in the role and made Michael's statement, "I am back," very clear by taking his son Wiley and leaving the event. We can understand why Duell's fans were disappointed that he didn't return, especially when the actor stated that executive producer Frank Valentini had left the door open. However, considering Michael's comeback appears to be long-term, knowing Duell needed to step back in order to concentrate on other aspects of his life, it's no surprise that he stayed off the canvas, which in turn explained the recast. Even though Duell won't be back in Port Charles anytime soon, we look forward to seeing what creative endeavor he undertakes next. Those photo shoots suggest that he's getting his headshots updated to hit the audition circuit and make a comeback that's as triumphant as Michael's was. As luck would have it, we have a few ideas about new roles for Duell. Check them out in the below photo gallery. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. Miss a day of General Hospital right now, and you'll be kicking yourself later. The show is on fire. In the episode that airs on Tuesday, June 3, the fallout from the reveal that Gio is Brooklyn and Dante's secret son continues to land, right on the head of Chase's beleaguered wife. In the promo that ABC just dropped, Brooklyn is horrified to learn that, on top of everything else her mother and grandmother did, they pressured Gio's adoptive mom, even on her deathbed, to keep their secret. At the same time, Dante approaches Dad Sonny with an apology. Perhaps Dante has been reflecting on the way that he reacted upon learning that the Don was his dad. In the cop's defense, his dad was and is a career criminal who once shot him in cold blood. Anyone but Sonny would still be apologizing for that one. Elsewhere in the promo, Carly expresses her fervent desire to take away Willow's kids from her. As we already know, Michael's mom will be dropping a doozy of a bombshell on Drew later in the week. But maybe we're just not that good at math, because we don't see how revealing that Nina drugged the skeevy politician is going to help Michael's case. Maybe it's just to make anyone and everyone on Willow's side look bad? General Hospital spoilers indicate that Lucky Spencer may tell Elizabeth Baldwin the truth about the car accident that she had with Rick Lansing. Lucky could confess to Liz that he knows that Christina Corinthos Davis was responsible for cutting the brakes on Rick's car, believing that the car belonged to Ava Jerome. If he does that, Elizabeth would be furious, of course, but she may forgive Lucky as he did come clean to her. Lucky would then tell Liz that Rick and Ava are blackmailing Alexis Davis with this information, and Alexis is paying them to keep quiet. Liz would be stunned and very angry. She would be angrier with Rick than Lucky for not only lying to her about the accident, but she also would not be happy to hear that he is up to his old tricks again. Liz would then tell Lucky that she may have a way to stop Rick and Ava. Liz would tell Lucky that the best person to come between Rick and Ava is her. She suggests that they pretend to break up so she can drive a wedge between Ava and Rick so they will turn against each other. That way, the blackmail will stop and Alexis will be free. Lucky would say that this is risky, but it might just work. He knows that this would help Alexis out and might be the only solution. Lucky and Elizabeth would clue in Alexis in on their plan, and she would agree to help any way she can. She will try anything to get Rick and Ava off her back. Now that she and Lucky have orchestrated a fake breakup, Elizabeth would cozy up to Rick and make Ava very jealous. Rick has already lied to Ava about being with Liz when he said that he was in Beecher's corners. Ava would start to put the pieces together that Rick and Liz are spending a lot of time together, and that he may be cheating on her with Liz. Ava will not stand for that and confront Rick. Rick, of course, would deny this and tell Ava that he and Liz are just good friends. Ava wouldn't buy that, and they would continue to agree. Lucky and Liz would recruit Dr. Lucas Jones to help them track down the car that Ava is keeping hidden. Lucas has gotten close to his Aunt Ava lately, and may be the person who can figure out where it is. Rick and Ava would be too distracted by their quarrels to notice that Lucas has been trying to find the car, which is proof that the brakes were cut. Lucas would find the car and make sure it is destroyed, freeing Alexis from their blackmail. Once Lucas destroys the car, Lucky and Liz would visit Ava and Rick, who would be having another argument. Liz would tell them that it's over. They know that they were blackmailing Alexis and that the car is destroyed. Alexis would then show up as well and tell them it's over. Ava would point out that she still has that video of Christina with wire cutters, but Alexis informs her that they won't hold up in court. Their blackmail plot is over, and Alexis would say that they are not getting another cent out of her. Rick would be livid that Liz used him that way, but Liz would tell him that he deserved it for his lies and deceit. What do you think? Do you think that Lucky will tell Liz the truth about the accident? Do you think that Liz and Lucky will pretend to break up and team up with Alexis? Do you think they can outmaneuver Rick and Ava? In the recent episodes of the daytime soap opera General Hospital, the truth about Guillaume's birth parents raised tensions in Port Charles. Port Charles is a fictional town located near New York, where the soap opera is set. It is the longest-running soap opera in production in the history of daytime television, having started in 1963. In the recent episode of General Hospital, when Rocco learned that Gio was his half-brother, he confronted his mother, Lulu. Lulu revealed that she got to know about this after she investigated Gio's identity. She also said that she only did this deep digging when she got to know about Dante's involvement. Subsequently, several fans of General Hospital took an interest in the revelation and shared their opinions on social media. A fan by the name of Greta Walsh started a discussion post on this topic on June 3, 2025, on the General Hospital fans' official page on Facebook. The post emphasized the fact that Lulu did not do the investigation because of her love for her husband, Dante. Instead, she did it out of spite and dislike towards Brooke Lynn. Many fans of General Hospital also shared their opinions on how furious they were at Lulu. On the other hand, some fans of the daytime soap opera commented on how Lulu disliked Brooke Lynn and the lengths she went to find the truth about Guillaume's real parents. They also pointed out that Lulu twisted the story to look good. In the latest episode of General Hospital, which aired on June 2, 2025, Rocco confronted his mother, Lulu, about the viral videos of Gio smashing his violin. He questioned whether the videos had any truth to the rumors that Brooke Lynn and Dante might be his real parents. Their conversation was cut short when Dante walked in and confirmed that everything Rocco had heard was true. Dante revealed that, like everyone else, he was also unaware of the truth and the fact that he had a son. Further, Lulu shared that she was the one who did the investigation, and she was going to tell Dante about it. She said that Gio overheard a conversation between Lulu and Lois, where Lulu confronted Lois and asked her to tell the truth to Gio. In her confession to her son Rocco, Lulu implied that Brooke Lynn was aware of Gio being her son, which is not true. Later, Lulu told Rocco that Dante was an amazing father, and she hoped that, with time, Gio could see that too. Maurice Benard is well known to daytime drama fans, as he's been acting the role of Sonny Corinthos for decades on General Hospital. This week on his State of Mind podcast, he hosted Jeff Timmons from the 98 Degrees Band. They talked about how a diet was a life changer for the musician. ABC fans know that Maurice struggles with depression, bipolar, and anxiety. He likes to host interesting co-stars or other celebrities willing to talk about their own mental health. Not everyone will do that, so the podcast is popular. Others take comfort knowing they are not alone. Sometimes, mental health takes people so far into the darkness that they consider taking their own lives. And that happened to Jeff Timmons. He originally studied psychology, but later he and his friends formed the band, and they got a recording contract from Motown. Despite understanding some psychology, he struggled a lot. A dark time came for him, but changing his diet helped. During his chat with Maurice Benard on YouTube this Sunday, the band founder explained that the stress of fulfilling the demands of the music contract became deeply difficult. He added, "I just didn't feel well, and I really got to a point where it became very scary that I thought maybe I might take my own life." Ironically, they just made the big time, but it seemed too difficult. So Jeff talked about how he thought of just jumping in front of a cab. Desperate, he phoned home and told his mom he wasn't coping. In the meantime, a manager sent him to see a psychologist. Asked about his diet, he told the medical professional, "Well, I just drink beer all the time, and I go eat spaghetti by the pound with nothing on it, and I go to the corner store and I eat these pastries." Given the unhealthy diet, he was sent for tests, and one of them was a glucose tolerance test, which caused a reaction, so he was diagnosed with hypoglycemia. His doctor told him after medication to change to a low-carb ketogenic type diet. He told Maurice Benard, "It changed my whole life." It worked well for him, so he stuck with the keto diet and also started doing a lot of exercise. "I work out all the time for mental health, physical health, spiritual health." GH fans loved hearing about how a change of diet helped Jeff Timmons from 98 Degrees. One of them who could relate to that wrote, "The healthier you eat, the better your body signals your brain chemistry. Keeping a balanced diet, exercise, spiritual life is the best way to help chronic and mental health conditions." Another one commented, "This was great, and great to see Jeff. He's a very good speaker." As a fan of the boy band era, it was nice to see him speak of his mental health and struggles. "I'm glad he also found the tools to get through those difficult times." General Hospital spoilers and updates tease that Drew Kane may take a risky gamble. Is it possible he could bribe the judge? Will he actually purchase a custody victory for Willow Corinthos? We wouldn't be shocked if Drew stooped to such depths in the impending courtroom battle. Disgusting Drew has shown that there's no boundary he won't cross, so why would this custody battle be any different? He doesn't seem to have any type of moral compass, after all. If all else fails, Drew might choose to leverage his wealth and connections in Congress, trying to go over the judge's head to get a win, or dig up some dirt. He has assured Willow that she won't lose Wiley Corinthos and Amelia Corinthos, and he intends to uphold that promise, no matter what it takes. GA spoilers indicate that Rick Lansing will do everything possible to assist Willow in court, but Drew's previous tactic has just fallen apart. He's going to paint Michael Corinthos as an absentee father who deserted his children, but now Michael is back home and more determined than ever to fight for his kids. Rick can explore different strategies, yet it might not suffice to prevent Willow from facing a crushing defeat. Michael and his team will get down and dirty if necessary. Drew may conclude that he cannot afford the gamble, leading him to consider bribing the judge to favor Willow. If that fails, perhaps Drew will turn to blackmailing the judge as an alternative. After all, engaging in blackmail has nearly turned into one of Drew's preferred hobbies by now. In any case, Drew has demonstrated that he is untroubled by the idea of playing dirty. It wouldn't be surprising if Drew opted for a criminal insurance policy and either bribed or blackmailed the judge to sway decisions in Willow's favor. There's no limit to what Drew will do, so it will be intriguing to observe how the rest of this custody saga unfolds. Will Drew manage to uphold his promise to Willow about her children? What extreme lengths will Drew go to ensure this happens? General Hospital spoilers suggest that Drew might implement some significant strategic changes, so stay tuned for any dubious updates ahead. General Hospital spoilers reveal that in the wake of all heck breaking loose about Gio Palmieri, Loose Lips Lulu Spencer keeps insisting that she blew the secret wide open for Dante Falconeri's sake. Well, she can get down from the cross now, because wise minds realize that's a crock, and she was motivated by something else. Here's what to know about the real reason Lulu acted so destructively. Lulu was on a mission to blow her enemy Brooklyn Quartermain out of the water. She had the perfect ammunition, knowledge of a secret baby she gave away. While she claims that her efforts to get to the truth had to do with Gio Palmieri knowing his family, we have a feeling it was more about Lulu's own past full of upheaval. First of all, Lulu's mom Laura Spencer had a breakdown and her dad Luke Spencer was not around. Laura was committed, leaving Lulu to be raised by her grandma Leslie Weber. Luke acted happy about Lulu's birth, but over time admitted that he was not thrilled with the responsibilities of parenthood. Thus, Luke and Laura were absent from much of Lulu's early life, including the time she had an abortion. On a side note, Helena Cassadine stole one of Lulu's eggs and made Charlotte Cassadine for Valentine Cassadine, and Britt Westburn stole Lulu and Dante Falconeri's embryo, made Rocco Falconeri, and pretended it was her son. Long story short, Lulu's 2 kids were toyed with as pawns, meaning that she missed out on years of their lives. Who wouldn't be bitter about that? On top of all that, she just got out of a 4-year coma. Lulu was shaped by her warped childhood and early adulthood. What are the chances that she acted against BLQ, Dant, and Gio because she was jealous of the happy family they represented? The kind of happy family that she never had. Even after lives were ruined by her interference, Lulu stuck to her saintly story about wanting what was best for everyone. In fact, Lulu may have been acting out of deep-seated anger about her own origin story. What do you think, GH fans? James Franco, best known for his roles in Hollywood films, surprised many when he appeared on the long-running daytime soap opera General Hospital. Franco joined the cast in 2009 as Franco Baldwin, a role that spanned multiple appearances over 2 years. The character was introduced as a multimedia artist with an obsession with death and chaos, quickly becoming a central antagonist on the show. Franco's character was a sociopath who took a keen interest in Jason Morgan and orchestrated a series of disturbing events to get his attention. The casting of Franco in a daytime television role was highly unusual and brought widespread attention to the show. In an interview with Michael Fairman dated July 1, 2010, Franco talked about the reason behind joining General Hospital. James Franco portrayed the character Franco on General Hospital, first appearing in November 2009. Franco was introduced as a mysterious and twisted multimedia artist obsessed with death, chaos, and Jason Morgan. His fascination began after witnessing Jason and his associates disposing of Claudia Zakura's body. Franco recreated the scene and sent disturbing photos to Jason. Using the tag Q77X, Franco began leaving his mark around Port Charles, including at a planned mob hit, where he murdered Joey Limbo by stepping on his neck. Franco's behavior escalated with an art exhibit featuring staged crime scenes, organized by Maxie Jones. He seduced Maxie and blindfolded her for photos in a chalk outline. He later confronted Jason, expressing admiration for his lethal skills and calling them artistic. His obsession turned deadly as he kidnapped Sam McCall and Carly Corinthos, later replacing Carly with Lulu Spencer in a deadly trap. Franco faked his death multiple times, continued to stalk Jason and manipulated events from the shadows. He also paid a prison inmate, Carter, to torment Michael Corinthos. Franco resurfaced in Los Angeles to showcase another dark art exhibit and was later revealed to have kidnapped Aiden Cassadine. The child was eventually rescued without conflict. Throughout his appearances, Franco's character blended psychological warfare and physical violence, making him one of the unpredictable and dangerous villains in General Hospital history. In an interview with Vulture on January 20, 2010, Franco reminisced about the inception of his character. James Franco is an American actor, filmmaker, writer, and visual artist. Born on April 19, 1978, in Palo Alto, California, he began his acting career in the late 1990s and gained early recognition for his role in the cult TV series Freaks and Geeks. He achieved mainstream success portraying Harry Osborn in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy. He garnered critical acclaim for his performance as Aaron Ralston in 127 Hours, which earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. Franco has also appeared in a wide range of films, including Milk, Pineapple Express, The Disaster Artist, and Spring Breakers. General Hospital spoilers indicate that Nina Reeves knows that Michael Corinthos and Sasha Corbin slept together before Halloween, and that he may be the father of Sasha's unborn child. Nina could try to use this leverage in order to ensure that her daughter, Willow Corinthos, doesn't lose custody of her children to Michael. Nina will most likely find a way to use this as a bargaining chip, but will she regret it when Michael obtains the leverage that he needs to be a stop to her demands? Nina would confront Michael about being the father of Sasha's baby. Michael may play it cool and say that all she has is the word of a bartender, but no actual proof. Nina would tell Rick Lansing about her suspicions, and he would plan to get Sasha to admit the truth on the stand. Nina would continue to search for evidence to prove her theory. Sasha would start to suspect that Nina may know something when she starts to question her about Jason Morgan being the father of her baby. She could start to put the pieces together, and after talking with Maxie Jones, she may realize that Nina has stumbled upon the truth about her baby's father. She would immediately go to Michael and tell him that she believes Nina somehow found out that he is the father of her baby. Sasha would tell him that she believes that Rick will get her to admit this on the stand. However, Tracy Quartermaine overhears this conversation and decides it's time to use the leverage that she and Ned Quartermaine have on Nina. Tracy and Ned would summon Michael to meet with him and tell them that they had something that he needs. Ned would tell him that they know that Sasha is carrying his child, and that it is important to his custody case that it remains a secret. Tracy would then hand over the video of Drew Kane and Cody Bell fighting at the Brown Dog, where Cody confronts Drew about sleeping with Nina. Michael is shocked to watch the video and discover the truth. He thanks them and plans to use this to stop Nina. Using the leverage that he has against her, Michael will tell Nina that she is going to instruct Rick not to call Sasha to the stand. A smug Nina would ask him, "Why would I ever do that?" He would play the video for her and tell her that if she doesn't, he will have Diane Miller play this in court, and Willow will know everything about how she and Drew were having a sexual relationship. Nina would be stunned and torn. She knows that Willow will lose her kids if she doesn't expose Michael, but she will lose Willow if she learns the truth about her and Drew. What will Nina do? Do you think that Sasha will figure out that Nina knows the truth? Will Tracy and Ned give Michael their leverage against Nina? Will Michael blackmail Nina? Keep watching General Hospital, weekdays on ABC, to find out what's next. Gio and Emma have grown close. Will they stand the test of time? Gio is truly hurting on General Hospital. Emma is the only person he trusts at the moment. Will this twosome become the super couple of the summer? It is summer in Port Charles. The air is warm, the sky is blue, the MetroCorp pool will open, and there is love in the air. Gio and Emma showed potential from the moment they first met in Rice Plaza. The beauty of their relationship is that they didn't immediately fall head over heels for each other. The two became friends and then grew closer over time. They spent time together and began confiding in each other. Their bond grew until they became one another's person. Now that Gio's entire world has blown up around him, Emma is the person he is turning to, and she is there for him. He even told her that she is the only person in his life whom he trusts. She will stand by his side while he figures out how to deal with the truth about his family. Their relationship is developing, and it is only a matter of time until these two college students realize they are in love, if they haven't already. Gio will need her by his side as he navigates life as a quartermain, and she will need him as well while she figures out why she did not get that summer internship. G8 is known for its super couples. It all began with the infamous Luke and Laura, who went on the run during the summer of 1980. Their story made them the most famous and beloved soap couple of all time. The next adventure-loving super couple in Port Charles was Frisco and Felicia. The Aztec princess and the rock star were extremely popular in the 1980s. Later, Luke and Laura's son, Lucky and Elizabeth, followed in his parents' footsteps when they fell madly in love after he helped her recover after being raped. Sunny and Brenda, Sunny and Carly, Robin and Stone, Jason and Sam, and Trina and Spencer were all popular couples. Who was your favorite? Do you think Emma and Gio will be the next super couple? Let us know in the comments section. On the next GH, Brooklyn and Lulu come face to face. Meanwhile, Laura and Sunny discuss family matters, and Anna puts pressure on Brennan. In addition to Brooklyn and Lulu coming face to face, General Hospital spoilers for Wednesday, June 4, 2025, focus on Lucky surprising Elizabeth and Michael taking the stand. For the past couple of days, Brooklyn has confronted Lois and Gloria over their lying to her about Gio. They hid him in plain sight, and now the truth is out. There's another showdown awaiting Brooklyn, and according to teasers, it's about to go down soon. On Wednesday, Brooklyn and Lulu come face to face. These women despise each other, and each holds resentments over how they've handled the big adoption secret. Now that everything is out in the open, how will this confrontation play out? Viciously or empathetically? Another dramatic moment could happen in the divorce hearing, pitting Michael against Willow. It's Michael's turn to take the stand. Will Willow be surprised by the Michael that shows up in court? This 2.0 version seems like he could withstand Rick's line of questioning without getting tripped up. If he's able to remain calm, cool, and collected during his testimony, Rick might have to find another way for Willow to prevail. Meanwhile, Laura and Sunny discuss family matters, which could involve a conversation about Gio. Meanwhile, Laura's son, Lucky, surprises Elizabeth. Liz has already found the ring, so this may not be that much of a surprise for her. But it's the thought, the effort, and the emotion behind the surprise that counts, right? Finally, Anna puts pressure on Brennan. It feels like it's been a minute since Anna and Brennan have had cause to interact. So this could be about the impending Professor Dalton drama. More likely, it's the villain that everything mysterious in Port Charles leads back to these days, and that's Sidwell. Well, when it's not Drew, that is. The official General Hospital YouTube account posted a video on June 3, 2025, teasing the events unfolding in tonight's episode. In the spoiler preview for the June 3, 2025 episode, Marco corners Alexis, asking her questions about the Cassadine Trust. Alexis questions Marco if the latter wants to know whether she is laundering money. However, the preview does not reveal what happens next between the two. Meanwhile, Dante apologizes to Sunny in an unexpected turn of events. He approaches Sunny, saying he owes the latter an apology. As Dante decides to apologize to Sunny, fans are eager to find out what happens next between the two in the upcoming episodes. Later in the video sneak peek of General Hospital, Carly makes her stance clear about the custody battle. Carly remarks, "With Dante's apology and Carly's stance, The spoiler preview for the June 3, 2025 episode promises a series of emotional roller coasters where several traumatic events are likely to unravel. The spoilers for the upcoming episode of General Hospital reveal that Michael and Willow's custody battle is set to begin. Michael will arrive in court, determined to gain full custody of Wiley and Amelia. He will argue that Willow's decision to follow Drew and move to Washington, D.C. may compromise the stability of their children. Carly will remain by Michael's side throughout. She will support him and arrange the hearing. Jason will also appear in court, determined to support the Corinthos family through thick and thin. Rick Lansing, on the other hand, will represent Willow. When Rick makes a call to bring someone to court, viewers may wonder whether he will bring Nina to damage Michael's reputation and help Willow's case. In the meantime, Brooklyn will continue to deal with the truth about Gio's identity. It is expected that she will still remain at odds with Gloria and Lois. Tensions will escalate after Brooklyn learns that Camilla may have wanted to tell Gio the truth before she passed away. Meanwhile, on General Hospital, Brooklyn will blame her mother and grandmother, Lois and Gloria, for silencing a dying woman and manipulating her into keeping a secret. She will demand answers, asking them how far they went to suppress the secret. Lois, Gloria, and Brooklyn are expected to clash when discussing Camilla's final days. Gio, on the other hand, will continue to avoid Brooklyn and try to find answers on his own. Elsewhere, Marco's father and Jordan will spend some time at the Metro Court pool, where they will meet Professor Dalton. Jordan may uncover new information about Dalton. She will contemplate and think about conveying the intel to Anna. Later, Marco will corner Alexis and press her harder to get answers. He will question Alexis about the Cassadine Trust and the Dolos Corporation. Marco will explain that Dolos is a shell company, asking Alexis why she moved $10 million into it. Alexis will pretend to be insulted and deny the allegations. Alexis will attempt to avoid the questions, citing family loyalty and positing herself as a trustee. However, Marco remains skeptical. In a surprising twist, Rick will try to pressure Alexis by tying her into legal complications connected to the custody hearing or the Cassadine estate. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.